Celebrate your favorite Elk Grove restaurants while supporting local businesses.
Yep, Dina is there live this morning, dining at one of the spots that's taken part in Elk Grove Restaurant Week. Tough job, Dina.
You know, we have to pick a short straw every now and then, John, and here I am. We're at Ever After Wine. This is a beautiful bar here in Elk Grove featuring natural wines, and we're going to tell you more about what that means with one of the owners. This is Nadia Mincy. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
Doing fabulous. Thank you for having us. This space is absolutely darling, so charming. Let's first talk about Ever After Wine, how the concept came to you, and then what you really feature here.
Okay, so Ever After Wine is a wine bar and shop in Elk Grove that features natural wines, and we have tapas-style shared dining. So natural wines are wines made with organically grown fruit and native yeast fermentation. So.
Okay. And this is not something that people can find very easily. Like, you've really had to source all of these.
Yeah. Just over the last 5 years, I have, researched wines, visited places all over the globe, just looking for wineries and vineyards that are forming organically. And it's really having conversations with those that work in wine culture and cultivate the land.
Yeah, and it's very nice to hear there are some California wineries and vineyards that are also taking part in that initiative. So let's talk about the types of wines that you have to feature and also highlighting some of the California wines too.
Yeah, of course. So some of the wines we chose to feature here is we have our best-selling red wine from Bosnia. We work with a local importer who imports from Eastern Europe, Danchen Granger Selections. We also have a wine from Bethlehem, a wine from South Africa, and Italy. Yeah.
I mean, we want to talk about tough jobs. You've been able to travel to a lot of, not necessarily all, but some of those places.
Some of the places, definitely. South Africa is really an eye-opening trip for me. But it's also cool to compare some of the grapes. Like in South Africa, they do a lot of Chenin Blanc there. But here in Clarksburg, we have a lot of organically grown Chenin Blanc made by local winemakers.
Right.
Yeah.
And let's also talk about how you do offer flights of wine and then also pair it with food, because it's so important to be able to taste the right food on your palate when you're drinking a particular wine.
Yeah, 100%. Our Prelude flight features you get to choose 4 wines if you're choosing, and you can choose local or imported wines. And then we have our shared tapas-style dining, which comes with different flavors, such as our hummus that's very savory with a little salt, fat, and acid are the 3 magical ingredients that pair with wine. And we make sure our menu is filled with all of those, especially like our meat and cheese board here has a little bit of the quince paste to add some of the sweet to it. So whatever wine that you choose, we hope that there is a menu item that pairs with it.
And I know you are open 6 days a week. The only day that you're closed is Monday. So how can people find out more about you if they want to come, make a reservation, and visit, of course?
Yeah, of course. They can visit us at www.everafterwine.com. They can follow us on Instagram at everafterwine. We post a lot of our fun events there. We have DJ nights. We have calligraphy classes. Lots of activities pair with wine.
And things just turn out better sometimes when you have a glass or two. I also have to point out, she really wants to highlight Ever After, the story that also, not only the prelude to people coming in, but you want them to leave with their own stories as well. And before we go, we have Olivia here with Visit Elk Grove and Restaurant Week, of course, going through Sunday. Real quickly, where can people find more information about that? And also the food bank being benefited by this.
Yeah, of course. So we have a record number of restaurants participating this year. So you can find more information about restaurants, cafes, wine bars, and more at elkgroverestaurantweek.com. And we also have different locations throughout the city with donation bins, collecting canned food, boxed milk, pet food, and more. So that's another way to uplift our community. So yeah, you can find more information about that at elkgroverestaurantweek.com.
Wonderful. Thank you both, ladies, so much. This is beautiful. Congratulations. Just celebrated 1 year here last month, and I hope there are many more years that you get to toast on a beautiful glass of natural wine. Congratulations.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. All right, back over to you guys.
That is great. Thank you very much, Dina. Dina is at Super Taco this morning, checking out what they're going to be offering for Elk Grove's Restaurant Week. Please don't put ketchup and mustard on your tacos.
They got us too, Dina.
No. Our condiment of choice in this live segment is salsa.
There we go.
And lots of delicious salsa.
There we go.
Good morning from Super Taco here in Elk Grove. They have 3 locations. This is one of those. And look at this beautiful dining space. So much room for people to come and enjoy actually sitting down and eating their meal, which I feel like is kind of a thing of the past. So come on down to this location, and we're going to tell you exactly where we are, who we're with, Diego Cervantes. And by the way, Super Taco has 5 total locations. 1991, the original, more than 35 years almost.
Yeah, it's been a ride. Very thankful to my mom, Julian and Veronica Cervantes, for starting the brand and getting involved with Sacramento and of course the Elk Grove community.
Yeah, okay, so tell us more. Which location are we at today?
So we're currently at Laguna and Franklin Boulevard. This is our third location in the chain.
Yeah.
And one of the most that hits home for us because it is our second best and one of the highest volume stores that we have.
Yes, and you have the space. You've got the dining room, you've got the bar, and you've got the food, my friend. So let's talk about, it is Elk Grove Restaurant Week, one of 60 restaurants that are going to be participating this year, and your menu is expansive. So let's talk about what you have to offer.
Well, yeah, of course we had to bring out our number one selling item. It's the birria tacos.
Wow. I heard this is what we have to try, by the way.
Yes, and it's straight from Jalisco. It's a 2 to 3 day marination before we even hits the pot and gets to boiling, and you get served with a little bit of the broth on the side. So you get to dip it, rip it, and eat it.
Dip it, rip it, and eat it. We love that. Okay, and then you also have something for more of the healthier options.
Of course, yeah. So this month and next month we're promoting fitness.
Yeah.
Obviously, we all got our health journey going on right now. So we want to start off hot with our Super Fit Bowls, and those will be a 10% off with the code SUPERFIT from now until February.
What's in there?
So we have our fresh Mexican rice, our daily made guacamole, our house made beans, and of course some fajita veggies with the top steak that we have here at the store.
Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Okay, and then of course you can't shy away from anything that's topped with avocado and tomato. What's in the back there?
Yeah, we got the enchiladas caseras. Those are traditional. So if mom were to make them at home or grandma, she's gonna do the fresh queso fresco,
Yes.
you know, the fresh slices of avocado, tomato, and all that good stuff.
Oh my gosh. And then breakfast, it's always a good time for Mexican food, and that includes the first meal of the day.
Yeah. So, you know, we do have a brunch menu on the weekends. During the week, we do serve it until 2 p.m.
Okay.
But these are the chilaquiles, traditional plate. All the salsas are made in-house, so you get a fresh bite along with, you know, some house-made potatoes as well.
Awesome. Okay, and then I'm going to try this incredible soup here. Tell me
Okay.
more about what's in that.
So that's albondigas. That's a limited time seasonal soup that'll be gone next month.
Okay.
And that's a meatball soup that grandma probably is making at the house right now,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that'll
yeah.
be gone next month. So definitely something to try if you're around.
And you have something special for the Good Day viewers before I dive in. What do people need to do if they want to get an additional 10% off?
So thanks to Dina and the Explore Elk Grove team, we'd like to offer additional 10% off for anybody who mentions Good Day in this interview right here, because it's been a wonderful time and it's been a blessing to be here. So
Awesome. Okay, and Olivia, as we wrap things up, I'm going to try a little bit here, but tell me more about the check-in locations as we head out, because this is one of 60 restaurants.
It is one of 60 restaurants, so for every check-in and redemption at one of our 60 restaurants, Explore Elk Grove will be making a monetary donation to the Elk Grove Food Bank. And the more restaurants you check into, the more prizes you have the opportunity to win.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I heard all of that, I promise, but I'm like that is so good. All right, make sure you check out our website too, gooddaysacramento.com. We'll have the link for all the restaurants participating. Back to you. I got to get my food
That
on,
looks
'cause
good.
It's delicious.
You know,
Get
that
to
looks
eat.
like more than one person can eat, Dina. And there's some people back here at the station. That's all I'm saying.
Well, depends on how nice you are to me, Mr. Gapkovich.
Hey, I had nothing to do with the ketchup and mustard, so just saying. Thank you, Dina.
Thanks, Dina.